Okay, the B7 RS4 has been picked up. The customer was super happy with it. He left me his 4Runner, 4th gen 4Runner. So we just kind of swapped vehicles. As far as the 4Runner, here she is. It is a 4th gen V8 model. That's very cool. It is here for a bunch of goodies. Paint correction on most of it, except for on the lips here. You can see the clear coat is gone. Same with the lip on the door, clear coat is gone. The hood, obviously complete clear coat failure. So we're gonna repaint the hood, the roof. Same story. I'm gonna get the DA, start with 80 grit. When we're doing resprays like this, what you wanna do is we're gonna totally remove the clear coat on everything. You even wanna go through the base coat because even if you successfully, feather edge, the clear, the base, the E-coat, all that, you could have potential mapping later on due to paint shrinkage and the different layers. So what we want to do is we're going to take it down to bare metal because it's going to be hard to keep a consistent thin E-coat layer all the way across. Okay, so I took the hood off and I'm going to show you guys right now. I started to buzz it down a little bit and I stopped just to kind of show you guys the different paint layers we got going on here. But what we got is, so this hood has been painted. I checked the rest of the 4Runner. Looks like almost everything on it has been painted. But this is a good example. So we got basically aftermarket clear coat, aftermarket base coat, primer, the gray. Then if you get closer, back to factory clear / base. It's a little hard to tell what's going on. And then you can see the tan, we got the E-coat. So I'm just gonna keep buzzing away here. Okay, quick little hiccup. I am coming 2 weeks from the future from where I just left off on the video. The truck is done. It is completed. It's still here, but the owner hasn't picked it up yet. Anyways, I'm filming this because it turns out I did not do very much filming, any filming actually, of me stripping the paint off the hood, the roof, prepping the flares, getting everything ready for paint. The hood has been painted aftermarket twice. Remember that clip I was just showing you about how we thought it had been painted once? Turns out the left side had been painted twice, and the right side that I was showing you guys, the clear was just blended over. So on the left side, I was going through 12 layers of paint, which was basically the center of the hood and the left side. The right side, just that one section that I tested, I was going through, 7, 8 layers of paint. The roof has also been painted twice. Aftermarket, 12 layers of paint. It took me about 2 days to strip everything. The hood, the roof, I know that sounds like a long time, and it kind of is, but it's a lot of work. Guys don't understand unless you're doing it. Even if you're mechanically doing it with the DA, stripper, 80 grit, it doesn't matter. I wasn't about to chemically strip it, especially the roof, because if it drips down into the quarter panel, that could obviously be quite bad. Now I gotta paint other parts of the truck. But yeah, mechanically stripping, it is still a very time-consuming process. So I stripped everything down. I put Tamco 5310 on it, which is my go-to primer. It's an excellent DTM primer. Blocked it, took it down to the booth, and which catches us up. And I think I'm gonna show you a quick footage that I took, or a quick video that I took down at the booth. It's probably 30 seconds long. Then we'll jump back to where you guys left off. Enjoy the rest. Okay guys, apologize for the lack of content. It's been almost 3 days I haven't been on camera. But anyways, at the booth. Hood is primed, ready to go. Roof, ready to go. Bumper is in the other booth next door. And we're gonna spray. Footage is gonna be very short again, just because I only got a few hours here. After this, back home and we'll finish on paint correction. Alrighty, we are back from paint. The hood, roof, bumper has been painted, along with a bunch of interior parts, which I will show you guys in just a second. And so our finish for the hood. Front bumper came out nice. All right, I'm gonna hit the lights and we're gonna do inspection now on the rest of the paint, see what we gotta do for correction. Starting around the headlight. Already we got massive, huge buffer trails, swirling, scratches going on. You can see compared to our hood, which we will buff anyways. There's a very slight haze to it, but it's nothing too bad. But yeah, the rest of the paint is pretty hammered. Big old nasty scratch in here. I could feel it with my fingernail. We'll see if we can recover that. Probably not perfect, but we can definitely get it better. Behind the door handle area. All right, quarter panel going up. Lower bumper. Tail light not too terrible, but definitely got swirls. Looks like the clear coat is just starting to fade in here, but we could catch that. Right rear quarter. Big scratches going along the side. The swirls are so bad that it almost makes it harder to see the bigger scratches. All right. Definitely got some foggy headlights. Correct those as well. Okay, upper portion of our sail panel has been painted. It's been painted and blended. The clear coat stops right about there. Right in here, you can see the light source. This is why you never want to blend clear coat. If you're going to paint it, you're committed to the entire panel. Even if you cut and buff it, later on, you will see it again as we are here. But that's okay. But definitely got a mission for paint correction on this one. Luckily, the hood and the roof, we're not doing correction on, although I still do have to buff it just to get that perfect shine to match the rest of the paint correction. But we'll do some close-ups of the polishing or the cutting stage and enjoy. All right, that was just a quick little video. You saw me riveting in the fender flares. So the cutting stage, we are completely done. Everything is cut, chased out everything that was doable with how thin of clear coat this truck has. But I mean, overall, we're looking good. Yet to be polished though. Again, we just cut out the main surface defects. Anyways, for this flare here, by the way, I am replacing most of the clips on all the flares, all the problem flares, because they tend to break on these, and the owner supplied me with a whole bag of 100, which is very nice of them. But what we're doing in here, you can see this plastic tab that's molded onto the molding. Well, the bottom one down here, it's not there. There should be a big tab in here where this gets a rivet. It rivets this and sucks it shut. So, problem is, we're having this gap right now. It should be in here, but it's out there. So I quickly just kind of bent this little metal tab. The idea is, it is the same size. It's cut at an angle because that's what fits. It's going in here, and it's gonna get riveted. Then this metal tab is gonna get bonded to the inside in there against the plastic. All right, we got the first piece prepped. You can see I had lapped and panel bonded a second L bracket onto it, so we'll have a bigger mounting surface to the flare itself versus just mounting on the end of the top of the metal without this bottom flange. I decided to do a two-piece so we can get a perfect fitment. So basically, I had this pushed out and I closed the door, pushed the flare where it needs to be. Now this is going to be set exactly where it needs to be. So the rivet was added, the bracket is cured, and now, all right, so accessory stuff is complete. That bracket made, all the clips installed. Oh, running boards, by the way. The owner had the idea after it was here to remove them, and it looks pretty good. Looks like it added a good amount of lift just by doing that. The aftermarket grill was installed. I had to quickly design this little rod that connects the latch to the release because the other one stopped, the factory one stopped about up here. So I just bent this out of aluminum rod, painted it, and it functions perfectly. As you can see, that was the engine bay before, and now just did a quick, super quick detail, little wipe down. But yes, the headlights were polished. Speaking of polishing, it's time to do the rest of the truck. Looks pretty good as is, because it is. But this paint is very soft and finicky. It's been painted aftermarket, and the clear coat is extremely delicate. My test sample that I did, I had a very hard time getting rid of the haze, so I had to use my Urocell pads, and even the white Rupes pads were not cutting it. So that'll be a mission. You gotta be very careful with this paint, very finicky, but it should come out nice. Okay guys, the 4Runner is completely polished on the outside. All refinement work is done. It's a little dusty, but that's all you're seeing on the surface. Anyways, moving to the interior. Front seats out. I'm gonna leave the seats out because it'll make putting the all the other interior parts in much easier. We're gonna shampoo all the carpets, heat extract. Same for the seats. All right, the interior is going together. Got all of our pieces in here. You can see the black looks pretty nice actually. Now we're just getting ready to put in the gear shifter, or the gear shifter cover. In order to paint it, I had to remove our actual emblem in here, and how it works is you can see these tabs, it's melted on. So I had to grind that off. So now I'm gonna prep the undersurface surrounding and the top of it, do some adhesion promoter, and we'll just do a little bit of epoxy, put it back into place, and it will be ready to go. But I think first we should clean this up a little bit. Okay, that is a wrap for the 4Runner. This is a kind of a recap. We painted the roof, the hood, a couple flare pieces, and a lot of the interior parts, the gloss black, same color that we did on the outside of the truck. And then we went for moderate correction on the full exterior. We did not do major paint correction because you're removing that much more clear coat. And, you know, being a paint corrector or a detailer, you want to keep in mind what is best for the longevity of the truck. You know, if it was a German car or something else that had more clear, I'd say that'd be fine, but this truck already had pretty thin clear coat as is. So on top of that, the owner wants to keep this truck literally for the rest of his life. So I think we came up with a perfect balance. The truck looks great. It looks even better outside. You can see a few scratches that are still left behind that we couldn't recover, but it absolutely glows outside in the sunlight. It looks great. Ceramic coated, the wheels are coated. The plastic pieces, the new painted pieces on the inside are ceramic coated. We installed the grill, added the Raptor style LED lights. Full interior B service, which is one step below my top service, but it is almost an interior A service because my A service I ceramic coat and waterproof everything, but partially parts of it inside have been ceramic coated. So I guess it's a B plus interior service. Deep cleaning, shampooing, 6-month conditioner on all vinyl, plastics, and yeah, that's it. I think that is about it. I'll show you the footage. Please subscribe. This is going to be one of my first uploaded videos. This is not just a detailing channel. I do auto body, paint work, detailing, composite fab, metal fab, exterior body designs. So yeah, this is a fun channel, so subscribe. Hopefully it'll grow pretty quick, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.